Alrighty. The Vexor Navy issue performed quite well. It took about, I don't know, 3 or 4 more minutes longer than the Vexor. And that's because it has just a little bit less DPS, because it applies a little bit more to tank. And so it's more durable, which is nice. And you know, it keeps it from being too well, it allows me to not pay as close attention to it when it's doing stuff. And you know, when I get this new computer all set up and everything, I probably will have, you know, a couple of clients going most of the time, you know, doing this stuff because it's easy money. I mean, I'm at 90 million so far today. You know, there's 27 million more in the bank as long as it doesn't get robbed in the next 17 minutes. And you know, for the cost of the ships, I mean, this one costs more. This one has a much bigger cost than it's 37 million for the Vexor, 85 million for this. So it is, you know, just a little bit over 2 times more. So it's harder to pay off. So like the Vexor, 37 million, you know, I have paid that off. You know, I'm at we'll just count what I'm at right now, which is 90 million. So I've paid that off, but this now is just now paid off, whereas the Vexor is 2.5 times paid off. How much is an Ishtar? That's a very good question. Ishtar, you're looking 235 to 250. And so while an Ishtar is much more efficient, it's more of a ship that I think that you want to be paying more attention to it than these. I'm looking at these as being disposable. And so I, you know, it's all a matter of, see, you know, in all honesty, could I make more money with an Ishtar in less time? The answer is 100% yes. But the risk versus the reward, how often do I have newts come through here that would like to blow me up? I haven't seen any today. So, but, you know, like, especially doing the show, I mean, I'm showing right where I'm at. So, you know, and I hear that somebody bought the the region next door, and we're about to have new neighbors. And I hear they're pretty ruckus. I'm talking about goons. They're moving in next to us. So they want some more action. And so I'm probably going to get more action. And so, you know, I figure that even with like doing some sort of study, like how many hours can I go, how many sites can I do before I get killed? Well, I'm going to have to get killed like 10 times in order to actually come up with a fair stat, something that's kind of in the ballpark. Because, as you guys probably already know, out in Null, sometimes areas are really hot, and sometimes they're not. And so, you know, it's just like, it's just really hard to tell. But I can tell you that with what I've been doing, I've been making money. And so, as long as I'm making money and I'm covering my losses, which I haven't had any losses lately, but ask me about my paladins and my losses. I lost 4 paladins in 6 weeks. 3 of them in Null, 1 of them in High-Sec. And so, you know, it's like, you know, and you know, how long was it before that I lost a paladin? Probably a year. But it's just all, you know, is it hot or not? Which sounds like a great website. Some of you maybe remember that from the old days of the internet. There was this website called Hot or Not. Actually, I'm just going to stop talking about it right now. You don't go to it, especially if you're at work, because it's... I don't think the site exists anymore, but it may not be work friendly, right? It may not be work safe, and so, but it was much like, you know, scrolling through Tinder, which I've never done. I've just seen it on TV, where you swipe one way or the other or whatever, or up or down. I don't know. No longer exists. All right. Yeah. So, and it wasn't really an adult site. It was really just good-looking people and not good-looking people. And then you would say hot or not, and then there was like these rankings or whatever, and I don't know. They probably just made fun of people after that. So, yeah. Speaking of work, I noticed you've been watching on Twitch, so... But are you at work? Maybe you're just watching on your cell phone. Ah, okay, so we gotta go. Speaking of people here,
warp drive active.
it's a heron. Probably not a threat to me. Oh, my other guy who scanned everything down, he isn't, he's not here. So I can't just go and blap him at one of the sites. I don't see any probes out here, though. And most likely a heron is just fine. And not going to be an issue. But I'm not going to assume that. You got laid off last January. Oh. And you just haven't been working since? Or are you just kind of retired? Right. Let's see. I can see about this guy. Well, he's destroyed a couple, but primarily losses. Oh, he's killed some pandemic horde. But that's 2017. That's quite a while ago. This guy's been around a while. Why do I have ads? Oh, I'm logged out. Ah, humbug. Let's switch to my other screen while I log in. All right, so I don't think I have much to worry about with this guy, but he's been around a while. You know, 2017. So he's seven-year-old character. He's still in here. All right. Well, he's going to do whatever he's going to do. And I'm just going to do whatever I'm going to do on my other character here. Because I can. I don't have to rat right now. All right, another base here. Let me just drop off my stuff.
Request accepted.
Just in case I were to get tackled or something and lose my ship. I'm not planning on it, but, you know. Who does? I mean, actually I do sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die, but I'm gonna go out there and try fighting anyway. You get just a little bit further away from the station. I was pretty close to it there, and I just don't feel like bumping off of it trying to warp to wherever this is. Cam at 1040 or 1140.
Warp drive active.
It's all propaganda. You're probably right.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Darker Dathan just followed.
Dark, welcome. Go.
Warp drive active.
One down. A couple of oracles left, huh?
Welcome to the Dragons.
C_Bulba just followed.
Bulba, thank you for the follow. Koza, is the current sale better than buying Plex when it's on sale and then Plexing your account? The answer is yes. Costs 20% more to Plex your account. Not on sale. Missed my mouth. What ship is this? It's a Sleipnir. Bulba, no problem. You're welcome. Make sure you use coupon code, !coupon. You're new, got 110 Plex. Should you sell it to get more ISK? Good. There's not too many things that you actually require Plex for in the game. The Plex is used for a lot of things that are nice to have. If you're paying for your subscription, then yeah, you could sell it. Just don't fly anything you can't afford to replace. But even if you get a bunch of money, don't look at it and go, oh, I can buy myself a ship worth 100 million now because I got 110. Because if you lose it, you won't be able to replace it. So you only fly stuff that you can afford to replace. That's kind of the rule.
Warp drive active.
Also, if you're new, do !Eve. If you haven't already used one of those links, it'll give you an extra 1,000,000 skill points. Man, Oracle and 2 curses. Come on, why is it so hard to... Okay, I need to be going at these guys, not just go in a particular direction. I'm running Tetramon base sites. They're the event sites. And I've almost run enough to complete my thing. So given how hard it's been to run these, I mean, they're not hard to run, how hard it is to find them, I may just not worry about it in my high sec character. I started on him, but the fact is it's taken me a long time, even in null, where it's usually easier to find the sites. It's taken quite a bit of work. Now maybe that'll change, you know, in the next couple weeks, where everybody else has already completed it, and so they're not really paying attention to them. So there's not as much competition, but I feel that way. Like unless I can find them easier, I'm not gonna do them on my high sec character. How many hours to complete the reward track? Jesus. I don't know. 20? 25? It's a lot. That's what I'm saying. Is that it's just you know, I still haven't completed it yet on this guy. I've only done a few of the sites with my other guy. Nagy says it'll take him 12 at his current progress. Yeah, maybe I'm just slow too, you know. Like, I like doing other things and screwing around and testing things and stuff. I'm not going for efficiency. How easy is it you've been a WoW player since 2006, and you feel like a change? Dude, you've been in WoW way too long. Once you go Eve, you might take vacations, but you'll never completely leave. And the
You, sir, rock.
XX_SH1mon_XX just subscribed.
Shimon, thank you for the sub. So if you you understand an MMO if you played WoW. WoW is theme park, and this is sandbox. So here there are missions and stuff, but your hand isn't held as much. And there's a lot more things that you can do.
Who just followed.
You can get a lot more specific in what you like to do, and you can do a lot of it. And if you get bored of one thing, you just try some other things, and you'll find more things. And so while Eve is known for being more complex, consider it to be more in-depth, meaning that you have a ton more opportunity in Eve than you would in any other game. And so it's not necessarily complexity. I mean, it can be, but to get in and be competitive against other players, it doesn't take too long. You know, I've seen 2-week-old players get kills on veteran players before by just focusing and being a good pilot. And so yeah, I don't think you need to worry about it too much. Just get in, try it. If you like it, great. If it's not your thing, you just move on, or you go back to WoW. So it's not a black and white thing. And so, yeah. Right, Shimon, thank you again for the sub. 1,000 gold to everybody here in your honor. And then we'll also see what Dolly thinks that your Twitch avatar might be looking like. So.
Docking request accepted.
I wonder how much I've got in loot here. Whether or not I should leave it here. Maybe it would be good to leave it here. I'm near a crossroad that's really easy to get to. So. I think I'm going to drop stuff off. I'm going to come back for it. So once I finish this, I will come back for my stuff. So especially like these, like that right there, I can get 70, 80 million out of it. So yeah. Oh my goodness. All right, so Shimon. It came up with this being you, and I'm like, man, Shimon sounds like a name from the 70s or something like that. So said make him look like he's more from the 70s. You are now a 70s action hero. There you go. So I shall put that up into Discord chat, ! Discord. You can find it in the live show chat. If you want a copy of it, it's all yours. Thank you for subbing. So, yeah. All right. So now I got to find another one of the sites. Let's see here. Where am I at here on it? I'm almost there. Almost. Like, if I can find a few more sites, I can get this done today. So, I'm going to leave this stuff here. I'm going to come back and pick it up. I'm going to go on a loot run after I finish all this. Right.
Warp drive active.
You regret spending your million SP too fast. So the way I treat my extra skill points is I hold on to them until I've got something that I'm really trying to do that I can't quite fit, and I need just a little bit more skill points to use it, and then I'll pop them in that way. And I keep them for when I'm in a bind and I can't do stuff. I don't just dump the whole thing in and be like, oh, well, I want to go to Battleships 5 today, and just dump the whole thing in. Yeah, so I use it like when I can't fit into something and I need to get a little bit more in there, or, you know, other stuff like that. So, okay, so in here, there's nothing. Nothing. Right, I'm gonna warp up to this, and then I'm gonna figure out
Active.
where I'm going here. Oh, there's no extra jump gates to go in between here. All right.
Warp drive active.
Your name's Lincoln and all you got was a Pontiac. Yeah. I'm not at a hub. I'm up in a dead end. I'm going to carry this stuff out of here. You just put a character, alpha character in Horde, injected all the skills I could, and then bought 16 injectors to rank everything up. And did you take him Omega? Or is he still alpha? Because you can only use so much of the skill points in
Docking request accepted.
as an alpha. And now we can wave at each other. Be like, hey, Bright Valley. Nice seeing you again. Still alpha. All right.
Warp drive active.
I doubt I'm going to see any more of the sites along the way.
drive active. Warp drive active.
So I've been through all this area here in the last hour or two. So now I got to get some fresh area. For the most part, I doubt that there's anything new that spawned in here. I mean, maybe there is, but most likely not.
Warp drive active.
We have, I mean, need a little less than 200 points, 180 points, something like that. There's a fun one to fly, British Navy issue. I love flying British Navy issue and PvP. I am literally just one jump away from my main place where I keep everything. So I'm just gonna jump, drop the stuff off there.
Warp drive active.
I didn't realize it'd be quite this close. Look at all the people in here.
Warp drive active. Docking request accepted.
Alrighty. So these right here, I'm gonna sell. That I'm gonna keep out here too. Everything else is going into my loot box. It's right here. Paying for them on the market. Yeah, let's sell them. Woo! Okay. All right.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Causa 261289 just followed.
Corza, and kill you. Thank you. Kill you. What a name. Thank you for the follows. I just sell them because I'm getting like 780 for them, and then people are, taking them over to Delve and turning them in, and they're getting $1 million for them each. And so they're making some money on it, 20% or whatever after taxes and stuff. And good for them. But, I don't want to go over there. I'll just sell them, let them make a little extra profit. I can just have my money right now and be happy.
Warp drive active.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Kiranium_Nakra just followed.
Rhenium, thank you for the follow. All right, let's see here. There's a Tetramon base here. Is anybody running it? No! All right, it's mine. I'm on my way.
Drive active.
Get ready, rats. I'm coming to play. Throw these lead pellets at you, and then you try and catch them. This system can be quite busy with riffraff and stuff, but we'll see how it goes. 12 hours for you running since and you haven't found a site. Yeah, well, you know, that's just how it goes. It's kind of the same thing, like I was saying, like, you know, hostiles coming through wanting to kill you. You know, you can go quite a while without seeing any, and then other times you can't get away from them. They're just everywhere, like fleas. I can run faster than fleas, though. I can get away from them.
Warp drive active.
You lost a hurricane. Touch them on site. Well, I'm using a Sleipner. Could be part of the difference. My fit is up on EWB, exclamation point fits. But I'm using a Sleipner. It looks like a hurricane. I can stop here, but I gotta be ready to rock and roll once I kill these two, because I want to jump out of here before the next wave comes in, because the gate will be open, but then more rats will appear, and if they scram me, then I have to kill them too. I mean, not that that's a problem, but it's more efficient if I just miss it. Wait, why didn't the gate open? Must have to do another round before it does. All right. Why is that oracle so far away? Oh my god, and he's moving at 0, which means that he might be bugged. And oh, there's the gate. Okay. Oh, I can't go yet. I was a little, oh, now he started moving. That was weird. This guy's got me scrammed. I'll try once I got him killed. I was worried I was going to have to go back there and kill that oracle to get the gate to open. And be like, because I can't shoot that far. And I have no propulsion, so it'd be slow.
Warp drive active.
Really? So Nagy says that if you skip the last wave in there, like what I just did, then when the battleship comes out, it doesn't have any support. But if you kill the last wave in there, then it does. You know what? I think you might be right. Because the few times that I've had them come in, I think that I probably at the same time had got caught and had to shoot another wave. It's very insightful. It's interesting. Well, we'll see. So I got through without having to do final wave, and we'll see if it in fact doesn't have any support that spawns with it this time. Certainly makes it more efficient. I'm out of drink. All right. So is the next one the round?
Welcome to the Dragons.
Pinky Dix just followed.
Pinky, welcome. There was a Loki. Got this guy in here. And there was
Welcome to the Dragons.
a Loki on
Hunter Cole
D-scan.
just followed.
So I had to leave. He's gone. At least I was able to kill what had me scrammed.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I had a Loki within 1 AU. Named Shuttle. Yeah, well, if he was coming through a gate, he had to expose himself. And that may be when I saw him on D-scan, because then when I was flying out, I didn't see him, which meant that he was probably cloaked, headed to the next gate. So, yeah, I think he was right near me, and it's very possible that he could just come back in. I don't think I need to set it at 0.1. 1 is fine. The next closest thing is 6.9 AU. I think that's, you know, enough of a... I want just a little bit more. I know that it's, you know, it's only the time difference of seeing them in warp in the last AU, but just like a little bit more. I think it's okay. I don't think I'm going to catch much stuff erroneously. Any tips to newcomers? So both legend. I guess one tip, !Eve. If you haven't done it already, use that link, get yourself an extra 1,000,000 skill points, even if you've already created your account. And then go through the new player experience. They call it NPE for short. It has a lot of good stuff in it. A lot of stuff that you know, is kind of foundational stuff, but it's not boring either to go through it. So, you know, some tutorial type stuff can be awful boring. This isn't necessarily boring. And then go out and do some missions. Don't fly any ships that you can't afford to lose or can't afford to replace. It's a little bit different than can't afford to lose. You can lose anything, but replacing them can be harder. And so,
welcome to the Dragons.
Bio the legend just followed.
Thank you for the follow as well. And you will lose ships, so, you know, don't get too discouraged if your ship gets blown up by rats or by players. Just think of it as ships are disposable, and so from time to time you're going to lose them. Just like this one right here. This is a pretty costly ship, and do I want to lose it? No. Is it possible? Always. Always. I could make a mistake in one of these sites. These are a little bit higher end sites. You wouldn't be doing right away as a newer player. You know, you can lose them to other players. There was a hostile player in the system just a couple minutes ago, and so I had to take off out of here. So, you know, but he could have caught me. He got close. Now these Augurs, I think that they might, I'm going to take them out before I take this out, because I think they might rep the battleship. Oh shit, got another player in here now. God damn it. Alright, I have to go for this. It's one of the things that are scramming me, so I have to take it out. Drones out on it. Just a little bit more DPS. The other guys might attack my drones. Okay, he's gone. Good. So, good. He was just passing through. Yeah, I knew that doing a site in this system was a little bit more risky. I'm getting down to the wire though. I'm almost got this done. Righty.
Warp drive active.
It's one of the highest foot traffic systems in Horde space. Yeah, I know. It's pretty busy. It's kind of a crossroad. It has a lot of connections and stuff. So, you know, we get a lot of unknown players in here and everything. So it is a thing for sure. All right, I'm going to drop off this loot.
Docking request accepted.
Oh, nice. I got a key. I didn't notice that. That's very nice. All right, we're going to keep that key on board because I'm going to use it in the next site. And I'm at 1,200 out of 1,350. Whew, almost. All right, if you're watching on YouTube, see you in the next episode.